Time to raise another banner in Foxborough. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the 2019 season on EA Sports. Tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6th Super Bowl banner as they take on an old foe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back to wrap up a wild first Sunday in the NFL, but first, it's time for Sunday Night Football as we welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. As you get a look at Brian Hoyer, the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. Now Hoyer. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Here's Hoyer. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
So let's all work together on this one, because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Now he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
30 base. Pick your game up. Shoot.
Boyer. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, here's White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
198, 98 to Mike. Your track.
From the 44, Poyer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. There's no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now White. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game. Then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the hurdle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. On 2nd down now. It's White. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And pressure gets to him again. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges him to get set. And his his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it'll bring up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. That's complete to Wayne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw here. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins.
It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going with a big fullback, Wow. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? He won't go down. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got nothing.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Trying to run for it with Snow. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. from the 27. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he stays up. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going on the ground, it's White, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Hoyer. This is White on the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's our time. It's our time.
A run for Snell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The carry here for the big tight end. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hoyer. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Hoyer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Boswell's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Coyer. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll set up a throw. Throw caught here by Bird. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready? Black 20. Right there, 54 Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Steelers, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.